Monday Night Raw, tonight from Los Angeles, California. And just like a Hollywood remake, Monday Night Raw was fucking terrible. Let's talk about it. Five weeks. 1, 2, 3, like the fucking count from Sesame Street. 3, 4, 5. 5 could go with a lot of things about this show. 5 reasons why Kevin Dunn needs to brush his fucking teeth. 5 reasons why Kevin Dunn loves wood chips. 5 reasons why Monday Night Raw fucking sucks. 5 reasons why Monday Night Raw is the worst show on television. 5 reasons why Vince McMahon needs to fucking step down. 5 reasons why Roman Reigns sucks dick. 5 reasons why Braun Strowman and Big Show should not have been the main event of tonight's show. 5 reasons why the crowd in Los Angeles must have been stoned out of their fucking minds. 5 reasons why JD stayed up and watched Monday Night Raw. I can't even give you the answer to that one. I don't know why. I can't even give you one fucking reason why I stayed up and watched Monday Night Raw. 5 weeks, ladies and gentlemen. 5 weeks. This company has till WrestleMania, and this is the product. This is the product that we're getting. I said it a couple weeks ago. If you enjoy Monday Night Raw, you need to seek Jesus Christ. Put on some Joel Osteen. Go to fucking church, go to confession, repent your sins. You need Jesus Christ in your everyday life. This show was fucking absolutely on par. I'm not going to go as far as to say it was as worse as the July 4th show of 2016, but this was treading dangerously close at one point. Seems like WWE is stepping up their game in the third hour. But even that is not enough to save this fucking horrendous pile of garbage. 5 weeks till WrestleMania, and this is the quality of programming that we're all getting for WrestleMania. What does that say about WrestleMania? What do you think about WrestleMania when you see a show like this? You mean to tell me that WWE genuinely cares about the Monday Night Raw brand coming out of WrestleMania? Half of this fucking roster isn't even going to be positioned correctly at WrestleMania. If you're not Brock Lesnar, Bill Goldberg, Roman Reigns, Kevin Owens, right? Even him. We'll talk about him in a little bit, you know? If you're not one of the top dogs, if you're not the big dog, then go fuck yourself. This show has 5 weeks left till WrestleMania, and I don't believe they could wake up in the morning, look themselves in the fucking mirror as they're brushing their teeth, you know, and be pleased with what they did the night prior. How could you be okay? I mean, everybody bitches at me and moans and complains. Oh, JD, all you do is complain, man. Don't you think I have a fucking reason to complain? I'm a fan, just like everybody else watching this fucking pile of shit every Monday. Okay? I'm a fan just like you guys are. But the difference is, I'm not going to sit there and fucking take it up the ass like WWE wants me to. No. Gonna call you out on the fucking bullshit. Gonna call you out on the nonsensical booking. Gonna call you out on the fucking too little, too late tactics that WWE thinks they're gonna try and get one over on us. But listen, you're not. Awful. And then all I see is, praise, and I see positivity. What is there to be positive about? What is there to be positive about? Are you watching SmackDown on a Monday night? You must have the shows mixed up. I don't even want to be here and do this review. The lava lamp is there. I was dangerously fucking close. To not only watch this show, I was going to put on Resident Evil 7 and record. I was dangerously close from really putting this fucking thing in front of this camera for 30 minutes and just trolling everybody. Oh, here's another Raw review by JD. Meanwhile, you got the fucking soothing sounds of JD's lava lamp to help you go to sleep. But why would you want that? Why would you want that? Half of you are probably sleeping already thanks to this fucking piece of shit show. Probably doing this review for nobody. Terrible. Los Angeles, California, the Staples Center. Go Lakers, right? Feel sorry for the city of Los Angeles. The Lakers blow. And now you got Monday Night Raw coming through town. I don't even know where to begin. I honestly don't. I don't even know where to begin. What the fuck do I talk about? Kevin Owens is in the ring. And amazingly, we get a promo that doesn't require Stephanie McMahon, Roman Reigns, Mick Foley, and half of the fucking Raw roster to start the show. No theme music, no blaring fucking entrances, no overproduced scripted garbage. Amazingly, Kevin Owens was in the ring with a chair, in a suit, with his title, with a spotlight on him, and a microphone. That's it. Old school. That's the way to go. Now, clearly, everybody wanted to know why he did what he did last week at the Festival of fucking Friendship with Chris Jericho. Okay? He said that now, finally, the spotlight is on him, literally and figuratively. Finally on him, and he can finally be where he belongs. And he's going to give everybody the answer to the question that everybody seems to be asking. Can he beat Goldberg at Fastlane? Oldberg, excuse me. I fucked up there. Oldberg at Fastlane. He said that growing up, if someone told him he would be facing Goldberg at a pay-per-view in the WWE, they wouldn't know what they were talking about. He doesn't believe in the hype of Oldberg. Neither do I. And even when he was growing up, he didn't believe in the hype. He said that Goldberg never impressed him, not even with him beating Brock Lesnar at Survivor Series. He said that Oldberg wouldn't get lucky at Fastlane because he knows what to do. He will outsmart him. And when it comes to that department, it's not even close between he and Oldberg. He knows how to play, and this is where people started trying to piece, puzzles together if he meant anything by this. Kevin Owens says that he knows how to play the game better than anyone else. He said that he'd show everyone that superheroes do not exist. All the fucking superhero talk when Goldberg came back, his son, his wife. He's here for the fucking young kids of the WWE universe because he wants to bring them the superhero that they seem to be missing. Kevin Owens says that superheroes do not exist, and he will show everyone that at Fastlane. He added that Goldberg is nothing. Never mind Goldberg saying that everybody is next. He said that Oldberg is nothing. Then, when we thought he was going to mention the Chris Jericho situation, he says, as far as Chris Jericho goes, drops the mic. As if Jericho doesn't even matter. As if Jericho is worthless. As if Jericho does not even exist. I love it. I absolutely fucking love it. And you're going to see more of what we missed with Kevin Owens in the third hour when he was scheduled to go one-on-one with Sami Zayn. The thing with Kevin Owens is, and what pisses me the fuck off about Kevin Owens, is that WWE, since fucking August, booked this guy like a goddamn fucking circus act. Now, granted, what he and Jericho did was funny at some points. They were entertaining at some points. But you mix that in with a ring around the fucking Rosie with Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins since August, dating back to all the way to pretty much after the Royal Rumble. It's fucking bullshit. It's too much. So then we get the Festival of Friendship happening. And right there, 3 weeks. Last week was 3 weeks. Now we're 2 weeks away from Fastlane. 3 weeks till Fastlane. 3 weeks until Kevin Owens, more than likely, is going to lose his WWE Universal Championship. 3 weeks out of a fucking span of, what is it, August, September, October, November, December, January, February. 7 months. WWE let Kevin Owens fucking walk around like a piece of shit, underbooked, pathetic joke of a champion for 7 months. And now with 3 weeks left to go in this man's title reign, now they want to give us the Kevin Owens that we should have seen for 7 months? The Kevin Owens that we seen in NXT stab his best friend in the back? 7 months he went with being a fucking joke. Now with 3 weeks left to go, they want to build him up as a credible champion on Monday Night Raw and for Goldberg. Too little too late, WWE. I knew that Kevin Owens existed all along. Now the fucking brain-dead idiots watching this show, the casuals, probably don't even realize what Kevin Owens truly is. Kevin Owens, to them, is the Kevin Owens that we seen before the Festival of Friendship. To me, and to everybody with a fucking brain, this is the Kevin Owens that we should have seen representing Raw as their champion. A killer. Someone who would go out there and give absolutely zero fucks about what he does, who he injures, and how he accomplishes the mission at hand. 3 weeks. And now we're getting Chris Jericho and the breakup of Y2J and KO. 3 weeks. All it took was that. And Kevin Owens is now back to normal as if he was in some fucking trance. Absolutely. It's deplorable. It's fucking deplorable. I see what WWE is doing. They're trying to make this match with Goldberg not as predictable. But you all know, no matter if Samoa Joe is there or not, or no matter if Sami Zayn interferes or not, no matter if Chris Jericho is there or not, Goldberg is winning the championship. There's no doubt in my mind that Lesnar and Goldberg are going to be for the Universal Championship. There's no doubt in my mind. All signs point to WrestleMania 33 and that happening. But I can't be the only one to call WWE out on their bullshit, all because Triple H is now involved, finally, with Kevin Owens, and Samoa Joe is now in the picture, that Kevin Owens miraculously shed 7 months of fucking jokes and bullshit, and now all of a sudden is back to being normal. Too little too late, WWE. What a fucking goddamn shame. Not only for Monday Night Raw, not only for that fucking ugly piece of shit title that he's been carrying around, but for Kevin Owens himself. 3 weeks. 2 weeks now after tonight. 2 weeks. Now we're finally seeing the killer, KO, come back to life. Enzo and Big Cass versus Sheamus and Cesaro for a #1 contendership of the Raw Tag Team Championships. Who cares? Who the fuck cares? Honestly, this is absolutely mind-numbingly fucking worthless. The entire tag team division on Monday Night Raw, if you can even call it that, is fucking worthless. I don't care about Enzo and Big Cass anymore. WWE took the great team that was from NXT and turned them into nothing but an opening fucking gimmick. A shtick that they do to get the crowd hyped. These guys are nothing but KFC spokespeople. Spokesmen for fucking Kentucky Fried Chicken. That's all they are to me. They're not a fucking tag team. Enzo, I don't know what happened. He wasn't this bad down in NXT. This team was actually fucking legit down in NXT. They had their shtick, they did what they did, and they actually went in the ring and wrestled with the likes of American Alpha, the Revival, the Ascension, the Vaudevillains. What happened? Where did Enzo and Big Cass go? Why are they all promo and no in-ring ability? And when they're in the ring, they don't do anything. It's bullshit. It's Enzo gets beat up, which he did in this match. Enzo gets beat up. Big Cass cleans up the mess. Every fucking time. Every time. And against Sheamus and Cesaro. I mean, I'm over this fucking shit. I really am. There's nothing going for this tag team division at all. And now they're the #1 contenders against Gallows and Anderson. Another two fucking losers. Which was very evident after tonight. This tag team division is absolutely fucking worthless. I'll tell you what we do. And WWE won't do it. WWE will not do it. Being that there's no fucking tag team division on either brand. Okay? And I know they're not going to do it because they don't have any motivation to push Gallows and Anderson as a legit fucking team. Fuck their history, fuck where they came from, fuck all their accomplishments. You're in WWE now. We'll give you the fucking titles, but you're still shit to us. The titles mean nothing. The titles mean nothing. They gave Gallows and Anderson the titles. Again, too little, too late. Too little, too late. You gave them the titles after they were already fucking buried 6 feet under. How are we supposed to care about them? How are we supposed to care about them when they're being fed to Roman Reigns willingly? Willingly. I don't know who produced Gallows and Anderson versus Roman Reigns again for a second time, but that man needs to be taken out back and fucking shot. Awful, awful, awful. That man, whoever produced both of these fucking segments, clearly doesn't give a shit about tag team wrestling on Monday Night Raw, or in general. You got Bubba Ray Dudley even tweeting, well, I guess tag team wrestling doesn't exist anymore, you know? Or something along the line. What did he say? What the fuck did he say? Let me see what he said. He said something to that effect. The fuck did he say? I don't know what he said. Where the fuck is it? Did he delete? He probably deleted it like a fucking pussy. I can't find it now. It was something along the lines of tag team wrestling. Oh, here we go. Looks like I picked a bad night to stop sniffing glue, he says. Or caring about tag team wrestling. But I get it. Hashtag business. Even Bubba Ray Dudley knows the division is fucking garbage. This is what we do. Okay? I know they won't do it because WWE, like I said, has no motivation to push Gallows and Anderson. They fed them to Roman Reigns again. Again. Your tag team champions devoured, devalued, embarrassed, pathetically by the big dog, Roman Reigns. Those are your Raw tag team champions, right? Those are the guys I'm supposed to take seriously, right? Yeah. Good job, WWE. This is what we do. You got 5 weeks. You got 5 weeks left to go. You have Gallows and Anderson beat Enzo and Big Cass because they are fucking awful. And I'm surprised at myself for saying that because I was a big fucking supporter of these guys. WWE should have gave these guys the titles immediately. I was predicting New Day versus Enzo and Cass at SummerSlam. Immediately get to that match. They didn't even bother. They didn't even come close to giving us that match. The ship is long sailed into the fucking sunset now. Now I don't give a shit. This is what we do. Gallows and Anderson built up for the next 5 weeks on Monday Night Raw. If it could be done, I don't even know at this point. American Alpha. You got American Alpha on SmackDown. They have literally no competition going into WrestleMania. Zero. Zero competition does American Alpha have. You're not going to bring up the Revival 5 weeks before WrestleMania. You're not. This is what we do. American Alpha's got no competition. Gallows and Anderson will beat Enzo and Big Cass at Fastlane. They got no fucking competition. Nobody wants to see Sheamus and Cesaro again challenge for the titles at WrestleMania. That's a boring fucking match. You need something to reignite this fucking tag team division and get people excited about tag team wrestling in the WWE as a whole. So you build Gallows and Anderson up as fucking monsters for 5 weeks, if you could possibly even do that. And then you got American Alpha on SmackDown. You want an interpromotional match between Raw and SmackDown? Why don't you give me American Alpha versus The Club? Why don't you give me American Alpha versus Gallows and Anderson at WrestleMania? Tag champs versus tag champs. That's the interpromotional match you got to be doing. Because we're not going to get AJ Styles versus Finn Balor. We're not going to get anything like that. We're not getting Styles versus Joe. We're not getting Styles versus Balor. It's going to be Styles versus McMahon. Give me Alpha versus Gallows and Anderson. There. I just saved you all fucking 15 minutes of misery at WrestleMania. And again, booking the WWE better than these fucking Stanford clowns in Connecticut. Awful, awful, awful fucking tag team division. One that should just be completely abolished altogether. We go on to Mick Foley. Mick Foley's in a backstage segment. Roman Reigns comes on in. And Mick Foley says, listen, Roman, I know you want Braun Strowman tonight. Foley told him that Big Show would be facing Strowman tonight. He's going to have to wait till Fastlane. Reigns says that he would be waiting after the match. Oh, what a good boy, Roman. What a good boy. You want one of Jack Swagger's fucking cookies? What do you want, peanut butter? Oatmeal? Chocolate chip? Mint? What do you want? Huh? Toffee nut? What the fuck you want? Do you want a cookie for your fucking, your good boy efforts, you fucking clown? I'm going to wait till after the match. Why don't you wait till fucking 3 years from now? Nobody wants to see you. Anyway, Gallows and Anderson willingly, again, just sacrificing themselves to the altar. You know? Hey, WWE, we'll sacrifice ourselves. We suck anyway. You know? Why don't you just release them? Get rid of these guys. There's no use for them. You have no use for them on Monday Night Raw at all. Clearly. You gave them the belts for what? For what? Because the New Day now is hosting WrestleMania? They got no fucking plans. Yeah, great job. You see how WWE has deteriorated the tag team division? Now the New Day is host of WrestleMania 33. 490 days as tag team champions. And this is the best you could do for the New Day at WrestleMania. Awesome, right? Everybody's, oh my God, the New Day is hosting WrestleMania. You don't know how that is fucking crippling the tag team division. What a joke. What a joke. Instead of going after the tag team titles, no, they're coming up with fucking ice cream recipes that include booty juice and fucking unicorn hair. Sounds like a fucking potion to make somebody disappear. If that's the case, take your fucking flux capacitor, come up with your recipe, and make this fucking show disappear. I have absolutely fucking no words for this tag team division. I really don't. It is awful. Absolutely awful. Anyway, before I rant anymore, Anderson and Gallows walk in and challenge Reigns. They challenge Reigns to a match. They challenge Reigns to a match. Don't they get the fucking memo every week? Reigns is God of India and Earth. He can't be touched. Guy's a fucking superhero. Yet you want to go against him? Come on, bro. Don't you learn anything by watching this show and being a part of it? Carl Anderson, you fucking goon. Carl Anderson, goon of the month, easily. Absolutely easily. Might make that a new fucking segment every month. Goon of the month. He goes to Carl Anderson. Anyway, Roman Reigns. Mick Foley said that, listen, I'll book the match. Roman will find a tag team partner and they'll go against Gallows and Anderson. Roman Reigns, like some fucking tough guy, says, no need, Mick Foley. Pats him on the back. I'm going to go into this one all by myself. No partner needed. Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you? Right? At that point, I knew, here we go. Sacrificial lambs are Gallows and Anderson. Awful, awful, awful fucking segment. They shouldn't even be on the roster. They shouldn't even be champions. The tag team championships shouldn't even exist on Monday Night Raw at this point. Akira Tozawa versus Brian Kendrick never took place. Apparently, Brian Kendrick wanted to shake Akira Tozawa's hand. He refused. The bell never rang. Kendrick locked in the bully choke, a.k.a. the captain's hook, and he choked out Akira Tozawa and says that nobody disrespects him. He said that Tozawa has a lot of learning to do, and tonight was his first lesson. So, the Cruiserweight match got 0 seconds. There you go. Still waiting on that full hour of Cruiserweight action on Monday Night Raw, JBL. Wondering where that is. Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows versus Roman Reigns. Destroyed. Absolutely destroyed. Roman Reigns showing everybody that it's legal to cheat. Takes a steel chair and obliterates both men. And then in the same spot that almost crippled Shane McMahon at Survivor Series, they do it again here with Carl Anderson. Though it looked a little bit better here. Pretty decent spot, but I'm surprised they went back to it. He went off the second rope, went for a fucking double axe handle. He got caught in a huge spear by Roman Reigns, who just took his fucking body and ripped it in half. Like Johnny Cage in Mortal Kombat 2. That was that. Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows, your Raw Tag Team Champions, fed to the big dog as he had a nice little fucking Scooby snack tonight on Monday Night Raw. Awful. Absolutely fucking awful. New Day comes out. They would be announcing that they're the host of WrestleMania. Listen, you know what? I'm not even going to bash the New Day being host of WrestleMania. I'll tell you this. Do you see the way they're being booked lately on Monday Night Raw? I mean, WWE, in fact, is probably doing us a favor. They're doing us a favor. Because this is the role that they thrive in. Nobody wants to see them in the ring. They're old. They're stale. They're getting fucking very, very boring and generic. So having them be the host of WrestleMania is probably doing us a favor because their booking has been awful, and it's going to be doing the WrestleMania card a favor because if you're putting them in a match with anybody, there's going to be zero build, there's going to be zero hype, there's going to be zero intrigue. So realistically, if you think about it, the New Day hosting is doing everybody plus WrestleMania a favor. Just look at it that way. They brought up Bo Dallas destroying their ideas for ice cream. He ripped it up. Wish it was the fucking script of this show. Then, they put the blueprint back together, and now they put it in a tablet. They put it in a tablet. And on the back of Kofi's tablet, you still seeing the barcode. It's like a fucking rented iPad or a refurbished iPad that they got. Couldn't even fucking make like it was a new iPad. It had the fucking stickers and everything on the back. So Lana cuts them off as they're going over their accomplishments. Up, down, down. WrestleMania. Xavier Woods is hosting some video game show. Lana then says that she has a tablet of her own and that they do indeed have the blueprints. And she starts reading off the plans. And Xavier Woods is getting very surprised at how she got the blueprints. And then, you know, a take on whatever's going on in the mainstream media with fucking the media, you know, nailing Trump on the fucking Russian bullshit, the hackers, the polling, the elections. Clearly WWE's got to do that. Clearly WWE's got to weasel that shit into here. Oh, listen, look. Oh, well, Lana's got the tablet. Lana's got the ice cream recipe. Lana is Russian. Let's put them all together. She hacked the New Day. Give me a fucking break. Give me a break. 490 days you're tag team champions. And they're coming up with fucking booty juice, unicorn hair. Are you fucking kidding me? I mean, why do we have to subject ourselves to this shit 5 weeks before WrestleMania? Does anybody think this is fucking remotely interesting? I mean, Rusev, of all people, deserves better than this. You know? He's still teaming with Jinder Mahal after all these weeks. For what? How much more is Jinder Mahal going to juice himself up? Juicer Mahal. I'm seriously sick of everything that is Monday Night Raw at this point. I wanted to shut this shit off. New Day wins with their fucking midnight hour over. 1, 2, 3. Big E and Kofi Kingston do the finisher, and they get the pin on Jinder Mahal and Rusev. Who cares? Jack Gallagher and Neville. The only thing that I liked about this segment was the fact that Jack Swagger catering was clearly shown in full effect during this segment. They got tea and crumpets. So you know Jack Swagger provides the best. There's a table, there's a contract. Jack Gallagher's in the ring. He's looking good. He's looking sharp. Austin Aries is there. Neville comes out. Jack Gallagher wants him to have tea and crumpets during the contract signing. And I'm thinking, wow, Jack Swagger put this together so beautifully. You know Jack Swagger only brewed that tea with fucking organic black tea leaves. The best in the world. And you know those cookies were made with all organic ingredients, the finest of sugars, and they just came right out of the oven. So they got that nice crisp, yet soft in the center when you bite through it. You know Jack Swagger took care of this entire segment. So, if you want your catering, please, 1-800-484-JACK. Jack Swagger Catering. Because, obviously, he's not employed by WWE anymore. But every time we see a cookie, or a cake, or a fruit bowl, you know it's coming from Jack Swagger. Now, if you see wood chips, or if you see a log of wood, or a wooden beam, somewhere propped up in the back, you know Kevin Dunn placed that there because he loves wood. And so does your girlfriend. Every morning. Anyway. Let's get on with this fucking segment, man. Neville, listen. Neville's great. Neville's great. Looks like they're fucking setting up Aries and Neville for WrestleMania. Not particularly a big fan of that, but it is what it is. Should be a great match regardless, because I'm a big fan of Austin Aries. Jack Swagger. I got fucking Jack Swagger Catering on my mind now, because I'm fucking hungry. Dieting. I'm fucking hungry. I want some fucking cookies. Anyway, Jack Gallagher was in the ring, and he was going off about how Neville thinks he's the king of the cruiserweights, and he says that this is the way he was raised, and that Neville believes he is a king and better than everybody else, which is something he will not stand for. Neville flipped the table over. Jack Swagger's cookies went fucking wasted, man, all over the fucking ring. Sorry to see that. Jack had a fucking mini stroke in the back. Neville flipped the table over and asked him what he was going to do about it. Neville slapped Gallagher, and they started to brawl, and they had a stare down, and at the end, Gallagher points the umbrella at Neville, and they will meet in 2 weeks at Fastlane for the Cruiserweight Championship. Nia Jax versus Sarah Pierce. Who won the match? I'll give you one guess. It wasn't Sarah Pierce. So Nia Jax post-match threatened to shove a crutch down both Sasha Banks and Bayley's throats. I see Nia Jax getting involved at Fastlane. For some odd reason, I see Nia Jax getting involved at Fastlane, which we will get set up with a fatal four-way that is being rumored by everybody on the dirt sheets at WrestleMania between Nia Jax, Bayley, Sasha, and Charlotte for the Raw Women's Championship. Bayley walks to the ring, and this wasn't a bad segment. I just didn't understand what the fuck was going on here because, again, WWE makes no sense of anything here. Bayley walks to the ring, and we're going to get an explanation about what happened with the interference. Bayley won the Women's Championship last week, as you guys know. She points out that she grew up in California. She had the best friends and family. She knew that all she wanted to be was a WWE superstar and a champion. She said that her dreams came true last week and don't know how to explain that feeling. She brought up her dad being in the crowd wherever he is, taking her to WWE shows, and noted that she did it. This led to Stephanie McMahon coming out to the fucking rolling of the eyes of everybody watching this program because Stephanie McMahon equals cringe. It's the Stephanie McMahon show, and every time she's on the show, I want to reach for the fucking remote control and change the goddamn channel. But I was interested to see what they would do here. If they would keep Bayley as the champion, or they would have her relinquish the title. That was being rumored. I heard that Charlotte was going to get fucking lawyers to take the title off Bayley because of what happened last week. So Stephanie McMahon comes out, and she tells Bayley that her win last week was tainted. McMahon said the fans look up to Bayley because she is good and honest. She said that Bayley knows that she would do the right thing. She should do the right thing and relinquish the title. Now, Bayley teased giving up the title. Sasha Banks walks out and says, "No, you can't do that. Who do you think you are?" she says to Stephanie McMahon. McMahon said that Banks is out there because Bayley can't do anything on her own and Banks is always in her business. Banks said that Bayley won the title fair and square. Banks told her to listen to the fans and ask the fans whether or not Bayley should give up the title. So McMahon said that Banks knows that she can beat Bayley. She said that she didn't work for her entire life to be a champion if it looks like it was going to be just handed to her. She said that she's not giving up the title because she beat Charlotte Flair to win it fair and square in the ring, clean. Banks and Bayley hugged. This led to Charlotte Flair walking out and said that she would take her title back and will be invoking her rematch clause at Fastlane. Banks challenged Flair to a match tonight. And what she said was, what did she say? Let's relive old news or some shit like that. Old news. It was a month ago. Or let's relive our old rivalry. Old rivalry? How long ago did you for? 6 years ago? Old rivalry. It's a fucking month ago. You ended this at Roadblock. End of the line. Now all of a sudden you're fighting again. Why? Because there's no fucking division. Charlotte came out to address both Bayley and Sasha, and she says, "Oh, I am out here on behalf of all the women's division on Monday Night Raw, and I want my title back now." On behalf of all the women's division? What the fuck are you talking about? The entire women's division is in the fucking ring right now, minus Stephanie McMahon. The fuck are you talking about? You have amnesia? Did you smoke up with Snoop Dogg in the back? What women's division? It only consists of you three. What division is there? So we were subjected to, again, painfully, to another Sasha Banks vs. Flair match. I didn't give two fucks about this match. The best part of this match was Dana Brooke. And not for anything in particular that she did in the ring. You have to see Dana Brooke coming down, running down to the ring, interfering in this match. I don't know whether she was fucking going for a brisk jog around the neighborhood. I don't know if she was fucking on speed 2 on the treadmill. I don't know what the fuck she was doing. Clearly she didn't want to be out there because there was no hustle in her step. There was no fucking get up and go by Dana Brooke. She was walking to the ring, or she might as well have been walking to the ring. She jogged to the ring as she was going out in the neighborhood to fucking take a brisk jog. No get up and go, no motivation to help her friend in need here. And then she took a lousy fucking fall as she was attacked from behind from Bayley, who was sitting on commentary. Who books this fucking garbage? So Sasha Banks, clearly after the disruption on the outside, she got the backstabber, she got the bank statement, it was over. Charlotte tapped. So Charlotte loses 2 weeks in a row. I don't see this continuing anymore, but we'll see what happens at Fastlane. Now, my thoughts on this segment. It worked. It did what it needed to do. For a brief moment, it built sympathy for Bayley, right? But Bayley obviously said she's not giving up the title. She's not going to give up the title. And she wants to defend it wherever, whenever, for the fans. Okay? Now, what I don't understand here is Stephanie McMahon's in the ring. Stephanie's the boss, correct? She's the commissioner of Monday Night Raw. She came out willingly and knowingly stating that, Bayley, you did wrong. Bayley, this is a tainted victory. Bayley, you didn't win this fair and square. You won due to outside interference from Sasha Banks. Okay? Stephanie knows this. So if you are Stephanie, if you are a boss, if you are running a promotion, if you're the commissioner of Monday Night Raw, and you know what happened last week was wrong, why wouldn't you take the title off Bayley on your own? You're the boss. You could do whatever you want. Why are you leaving it up to Bayley to relinquish the title? I mean, who in their right mind, no matter how they want it, no matter who you are, why would you give up championship gold? Why would you leave that in the hands of the performer to give up championship gold? I don't get that. Instead of Stephanie taking the title because she could do anything she wants, instead of taking the title, which to me would have built more sympathy for Bayley, would have made Bayley look like, oh my God, we got to be on Bayley's side right now. Stephanie McMahon's a bitch. She took the title. She gave it back to Charlotte. Why didn't they do that? How is what they're doing now going to build sympathy for Bayley going into WrestleMania unless they have something else planned, which I don't see that they could? What's going to be bigger than what happened last week and her winning the title in a fuck finish? I don't get it. Now, I also thought Sasha was going to be turning heel tonight. It looked like it. It had the feeling of Sasha turning heel tonight. But that did not happen. Hopefully that still happens at WrestleMania. But I don't understand why Stephanie didn't go that route. Why are you leaving this to Bayley to give up the title willingly? Nobody's going to do that. Nobody in their right mind is going to do that. You know? It's like me finding $100 on the floor and me, giving it back to the fucking police officer that's standing on the corner of the street. Yeah, I found this on the street. It's not mine. I don't want it, but I'm doing the right thing. Are you fucking for real? You find $100 on the floor, that's just going deep into my fucking pockets, and it's buying me a nice steak dinner and a couple of Guinness at the end of the night. Go fuck yourself. Are they for real? Because I don't believe that that's the way it came off. Now, if you think about it, some might say that she couldn't realistically do that because, Charlotte's won the title and Charlotte's cheated early on in her run, right, with Dana and her father. She won all her matches by fucking fuck finishes. So, it might have not made sense in that regard, but we're not talking about Charlotte here. We're talking about building Bayley might as well be a fucking baby. We're talking about building up Bayley to WrestleMania as a sympathetic babyface. They failed. WWE failed tonight. And I just don't understand why they didn't go with Stephanie just taking the title and building Bayley up as that Daniel Bryan-esque underdog that has been reported. I don't get it. Sasha for Charlotte, you guys know that. Sasha beat Charlotte with the bank statement. Kevin Owens was supposed to wrestle Sami Zayn tonight, which I was very excited about. Sami Zayn continued to, talk about Samoa Joe indirectly, he did directly mention Samoa Joe. He didn't put any respect on his name, though. Sami Zayn did not put any respect on Samoa Joe's name. And I'll tell you this, man. Sami Zayn cut a very, very good promo tonight. He's so underrated as a promo. He might talk a little bit. He's like that fucking, that fucking shitty friend that just goes on and on. You love the friend, but he just goes on and on and on and talks. Shut the fuck up, man. You could have told me what you needed to tell me in half of what you just said. That's what I get when I listen to Sami Zayn. But he is a very, very good promo, man. He's very good. He's natural. Sounds like he's himself. Doesn't sound like everybody else on the roster. So I really enjoyed Sami Zayn's promo. But Kevin Owens was in the ring. He comes down. He's getting ready to fight Sami Zayn. As soon as Sami Zayn makes his entrance, we see the Destroyer, the best segment of Monday Night Raw. Samoa Joe comes out and lays waste to Sami Zayn, throws him from pillar to post, literally, from ring post to ring post, beating the shit out of him. huge senton splash on the outside. Samoa Joe, again, you're mentioning my name. If you're going to mention my name, put some goddamn respect on it. Samoa Joe's fucking great. And the beatdown occurred in a dress shirt, dress shoes, and slacks. And meanwhile, Kevin Owens was dressed in the opening segment with dress shoes, a dress shirt, a full-blown suit, tie, and slacks. So, I don't know what's going on here, man. Maybe some type of main event mafia going on here in WWE? I don't know. But that's the way Triple H goes about his business, man. He dresses to impress. Triple H's COO, Mr. Corporate. You know? So he might have his pupils. He might have his 2-star studs dressed to impress. You gotta do business. You could do business however you want. You want to fucking break bones and spill blood? Fine. But you gotta look good doing it. I like it. I like it a lot. But Sami Zayn, that never give up, underdog attitude, cost him a match with Kevin Owens. He wanted the match to continue. The referee was not going to allow Sami Zayn to fight. Sami Zayn's like, no. We're doing this now. Ring the bell. So Sami Zayn gets fucking clotheslined to oblivion. He has himself cannonballed by Kevin Owens. And then a pop-up powerbomb. 1, 2, 3. And meanwhile, all during the Samoa Joe attack, Kevin Owens is standing, leaning on the ropes with the title draped over his shoulders, just smiling, just looking. And I said this on Twitter. The dynamic that Joe and Owens are showing you, they have not even crossed paths yet. They have not even been on a segment together in the ring. They haven't done anything together as far as a beatdown goes. But they look fucking brilliant together. Joe, the Destroyer. Kevin Owens just nonchalantly, just standing in the ring, letting Joe do his dirty work, man. I love it. I thought it was fucking great. Hopefully, I am hoping that they have something planned for these guys that is going to reveal a bigger picture. I hope. And again, like I said in the beginning, too little too late for Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens, with his mannerisms, with his promo, with the way he's been acting, his attitude is fucking brilliant. If we've seen this Kevin Owens for 7 months, he would probably be one of the best heel champions in recent memory for WWE. But the way he's been booked has been awful. And now with 3 weeks left to go, 2 weeks left to go till Fastlane, it's too little too late, man. I'm loving what they're doing, but it's all going to be for naught when he goes one-on-one with Goldberg. So I love this segment. Probably the best thing on this entire show. We had to wait 2 hours and fucking 30 minutes to see the best segment on the entire show. Vince McMahon. Stephanie McMahon chewing out Mick Foley backstage. Mick Foley wanted to go out there for the Bayley segment, but he agreed that Bayley should be the women's champion, and he wanted to congratulate Bayley for being the women's champion. Stephanie McMahon thought that Mick Foley should have come out there and defended her. So McMahon told him not to test her, and he is not aware of his situation. Don't know what's going on with that. Foley will not be GM after WrestleMania. I think things will be shaken up on Monday Night Raw. Foley told her not to treat him like he was stupid. Foley said that because he believed her, Seth Rollins is injured now because of Samoa Joe. So, Stephanie McMahon growing very, very frustrated with Mick Foley. As you guys know, I came up with a brilliant plan for the new evolution of Triple H's young studs. Could be Joe, Owens, and I threw in Balor. That's the new team to run completely over Monday Night Raw. That would lead to Mick Foley going behind Stephanie's back and doing a trade. And doing a trade for Sami Zayn to go over to SmackDown and bring Dean Ambrose to Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania. Because of Triple H's fucking thugs taking over Monday Night Raw. Because Triple H's thugs took out Seth Rollins. Because Triple H's thugs continue to poke at Roman Reigns. And Monday Night Raw is going right down the toilet with McMahon's ego and Triple H's new stable fucking destroying everything in sight. Mick Foley took it upon himself and got the okay from someone higher than Stephanie McMahon to okay a trade. Zayn for Ambrose. And that brings Ambrose over to Monday Night Raw. And coincidentally, you got Ambrose, Reigns, and Rollins all on the same show. You reform the Shield, and you have Seth Rollins lead his guys into battle against Triple H and Joe, Owens, and Balor. for the summer. I think that would be a fantastic idea. That's what I proposed on Monday or on Off the Script on this weekend's podcast. Michael Cole did a sit-down interview with Brock Lesnar. Paul Heyman jumped in and took over the entire fucking promo. So Michael Cole got up. Brock Lesnar took Michael Cole's seat and placed it right in front of the fucking camera. And the camera slowly zoomed in on Lesnar's face, every word that Paul Heyman was saying. And Heyman said that Goldberg, challenging for the Universal title, doesn't affect Lesnar's ability to be markable. Lesnar gets right in front of the camera and says, Lesnar gets right in front of the camera while Heyman says, Owens versus Goldberg at Fastlane. He says that Owens has a shot at walking into Mania as champion. Lesnar disagrees. He believes Owens is prepared to shock the world by beating Goldberg. Lesnar disagrees. Because if Goldberg hits a spear and a jackhammer on Owens, then Goldberg is headed to Mania as champion. Heyman said that Lesnar has one mission, and that is to destroy Bill Goldberg. And as the camera completely went up to Brock Lesnar's face, you see Paul Heyman over his right shoulder after the promo was ended, giving you that fucking sadistic smile, man. That was a beautiful fucking shot. I don't know if you guys seen that at all, but after the promo was done and Heyman said what he had to say, what Lesnar agrees with, what Lesnar disagrees with, after the promo was over, Heyman was over his right shoulder in the distance, and you seen Heyman smiling sadistically as the promo came to an end, man. Absolutely brilliant stuff by Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar. Main event of this completely abysmal edition of Monday Night Raw, The Big Show versus Braun Strowman. Crowd started to chant, "This is awesome," 30 seconds in. Not sure if they were given something from Snoop Dogg's fucking basement, but there was nothing awesome about this match 30 seconds in. If you think this is awesome, you really shouldn't be watching WWE, to be perfectly honest with you. Nobody wants to see this shit in 2017. Big Show, get off my TV. Braun Strowman, he's growing on me little by little. The best thing about this match was the athleticism of Braun Strowman. This guy did a fucking kip up. A kip up. And beautifully executed, by the way. Unbelievable. Everybody fucking popped for that because, this is what they've been practicing at the house shows. And this is what I said on part 3 of Off the Script. Everybody's, talking about AJ Styles and the fucking rumors of him and Shane McMahon at WrestleMania. These house shows promoting, storylines going into WrestleMania. You can't book future storylines based on what house shows are doing. House shows are done, and matches on house shows are done for instances like this. Why do you think the Big Show and Braun Strowman were going one-on-one at every house show for the month of December? Because of this reason. They practiced this, and they practiced that for this moment. That kip-up was practiced every fucking night during those house shows. This match was nothing special. This match was something to get Braun Strowman over as the next giant in the WWE. They succeeded before this match at getting him over as the next giant. This pretty much solidified it. He beat Mark Henry last week, and he beat Big Show this week. Braun Strowman is now the number one giant in the WWE, okay? They teased going up to the top rope. They teased the superplex, which would break the ring. That did not happen. Big Slow choke slammed Braun Strowman for a near fall. Braun Strowman tried to deadlift fucking power slam Big Show once. Could not do it. Looked very sloppy. He tried to hold him up and get him up on his shoulder with the help of the rope. Couldn't do it. Half-ass power slam for a near fall. He did it again. He got him up this time, but not running power slam. It was just a standing in position power slam. Got him up on the shoulder, slammed him with a little bit more force in the middle of the ring, and that's what finished off the Big Show. 1, 2, 3. And Braun Strowman now is officially the newest giant in the land of WWE. So when the match was over, usually Braun Strowman's music would hit because he's the winner. When Braun Strowman won and the pinfall was counted 3, Roman Reigns' music hit. He came down to the ring. He confronted Braun Strowman with Superman punch. Crowd was booing the shit out of him. He went for a spear. Braun Strowman, as Roman Reigns was coming at him with the spear, leveled Reigns with a fucking missile drop kick. Okay? Missile drop kick. Took out Roman Reigns. Lifted him up. Power slam in the middle of the ring. Braun Strowman stood tall as Monday Night Raw went off the air. Strowman earned his paycheck tonight by showing you his athleticism and his power against the Big Show, and then showing you his athleticism again against Roman Reigns. Missile dropkick to Reigns and a power slam to end the show. And what this means is that Roman Reigns has been decimated by Braun Strowman 2 weeks in a row now. So what does that mean? Roman Reigns more than likely is going to get his revenge at Fastlane against Braun Strowman. That's all I got to say about that. All in all, shitty Monday Night Raw. Nothing of importance. Really nothing building towards WrestleMania at all. I understand they have all of March and they have a Fastlane pay-per-view to build towards first, but, I mean, why? Why do you have a pay-per-view in the middle of WrestleMania season? All because the Elimination Chamber was SmackDown's pay-per-view. You gotta have a Raw pay-per-view too? I mean, why don't you do something like what you're doing at Fastlane on Monday Night Raw? I don't get it. Pop a big rating for Monday Night Raw. And this is what I said months ago too. Fastlane doesn't even need to happen. Why don't you book Monday? You guys remember that SmackDown episode that closed 2016 that WWE hyped? And they fucking put on a pay-per-view quality SmackDown. It got like the biggest rating that SmackDown ever got. Right? It was the championship match, I think, with Dean Ambrose and AJ Styles. Or something along those lines. It was like 3 championships on the line. It was Alpha versus the Wyatts. It was a huge show. Huge fucking show. And they did that, which was a pay-per-view quality fucking show on USA Network. Why doesn't WWE do that? Why can't we get what we're getting at Fastlane on Monday Night Raw? Why can't we get a Bill Goldberg versus Kevin Owens world title match on Monday Night Raw? When was the last time we seen Goldberg challenge for a world title on Monday night? Why couldn't you build towards that? What about Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns? Why can't you do that on Monday Night Raw? Why Sami Zayn versus Samoa Joe? Why can't you build a Monday Night Raw up to be a pay-per-view quality show instead of giving us a fucking Fastlane pay-per-view? You know? Meanwhile, you can continue your build towards WrestleMania instead of, bypassing these weeks that could be so vital to WrestleMania. You're shortchanging WrestleMania. You got 4 weeks, 3.5 weeks, 4 weeks after Fastlane to build for WrestleMania. Meanwhile, all this effort that you're putting into Fastlane could be built towards WrestleMania, yet you could still give us Fastlane and the quality of matches that we're going to see at Fastlane on Monday Night Raw. I don't get it. You could be doing both at the same time. That's my mentality. That's where I'm coming from. I don't know if you guys agree with that, but whatever the case is, that's your Monday Night Raw review. I'm going to sleep because this show was fucking awful, as always. Worse than normal this Monday night for February 20th, 2017. Thank you guys so much. If you enjoyed the video, hit that thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. Share the video if you can. Follow me on Twitter, at JD from NY206. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you have not done so already. 2 things I want to go over before I get out of here, guys. Number 1, Audible. audibletrial.com/offthescript. 30 days free to try the service out. And Audible is going to give you 1 free audiobook of your choice. Over 180,000 books to choose from. So make sure you guys sign up. audibletrial.com/offthescript. It is compatible with iPhone and Android, and no matter what you guys do with the service, whether you cancel before the 30 days is up, you get to keep your audio book. That's audibletrial.com/offthescript. They are sponsoring this show and the podcast every single weekend. Also, Pro Wrestling Tees and Barbershop Window has a 1-day sale. You guys got literally 12 hours left to go before this sale is over. It was a 1-day flash sale for President's Day. If you guys want off-the-script merchandise on barbershopwindow.com, all you got to do is go to barbershopwindow.com, type in off-the-script. It'll take you right to my online shop. 1 day only with the coupon code PREZ, P-R-E-Z, for President's Day on this Monday. You're going to save 15% off your entire purchase, man. Whether you want 1 shirt or 4 shirts, you're going to save some big fucking money on off-the-script merchandise. 12 hours only. It was a 1-day sale today. PREZ at checkout. The coupon code PREZ. If you guys want to get your WrestleMania merchandise for the event, off-the-script merchandise, man. Thank you guys so much. I'm out of here. Thank you all. Hit that thumbs up, and I'll see you all tomorrow for SmackDown Live. Talk to you later.